Guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to take in the waist of your jeans like a professional tailor. I will be doing the alteration on the back of the jeans. First, I'm going to remove the belt loop, and right after that I will remove the label if there is any. Okay, so I need to remove 2 inches. So I will mark it here and here. And I'm gonna mark the middle right between these 2 double stitch. Perfect. Okay, so that will be my middle line. Now, I will need to remove the stitching, and this stitching I will remove to about right here. So I will make a mark, or better yet, I can put a pin in it to mark the spot. Okay, now every time you see a stitch like that, it calls a chain stitch, and this stitch is actually very easy to remove. Same thing with the back stitch, with the back seam. So my mark is about right here and right here, but I need additional space to get access to that waistline, to the waistband when I'm ready to take that in. So because this is here, I will go about 1 inch farther away from that, and I will unpick a stitch, one and another one. Check which way to go. So if I pull on this side, see, make sure you hold on to that side that you don't want to undo. Just pull on this. Beautiful. Just pull on this, and that was just amazing. Now just pull on this one on the other side, cut it off. I have clear access to it. What I'm gonna do is just cut the chain. Perfect. Okay, that finished stitch is called flat felt stitch. And after I remove the chain stitch, I will not be finishing it with the same stitch, mainly because I'm using a domestic sewing machine, and for that reason it would be too thick to get my needle through those layers, like many layers. So for that, see how the stitch is finished here? Can you see that? Those loops. You just pull on them. Fantastic! How cool is that? Okay, make their lines. This is my cutting mark. So I got 2 marks. The sewing line and cutting line. If that makes sense. Cut. Make sure it's straight. Perfect. Mark on mark. So before I start sewing, I will double check my matching thread, choose the one that's the closest in color. Remove the pin. No, that's gonna be later. Many layers, very carefully. And now follow my marked line. Lift the presser foot. Once you have that, cut it off. Okay. So now the fabric edge looks nice and clean, and I will go back to my sewing machine and I will finish it off with the zigzag stitch. Okay, make sure to backstitch it. back stitch it again. Okay, and then cut the thread off. As you press, make sure to pull it, like stretch it apart to get that clean finish. Okay. Back stitch it and continue. Okay, be careful. Okay, beautiful. Back stitch it. And let's go back with the stitching. And okay, now let's do the second stitching. Okay, at last, I'm ready to sew back the waistband, and I will start by removing the pins and aligning the marks. So make sure outer part touches the outer part, the right side touches the right side. So I will first and foremost make sure that the middle, the top, so the top edge of the waistband is right in the middle. And next, that these lines, I will make sure to align, mark on that half of the waistband, the marked line on the other side of the waistband, and then I will put pins in to keep them in place. And I also marked on the inside of the waistband so there won't be any confusion. Okay, looks like a straight line to me. Okay, right away I will separate these two seam allowances just to double check how I did with my middle, the edge line. So looks beautiful to me. Okay, I'll make sure the seam allowance is nice and flat, push it in. Okay, that looks really nice, you can tell. Perfect. Before I put the basting stitch in, I like to iron press the areas. So press it, give it a good press. Got my thread and a needle. Follow the existing stitch line, the old one. Patience. If you have industrial machine, that's not a problem, but I'm doing this alteration with the domestic, and that's actually more tricky than the industrial one. Go slow, don't rush that, because you don't want to break the needle. Secure. Okay, perfect. Okay, how is that on the bottom? Very good. And now let's do the top one. Fantastic. Oh. Will be attached right in the middle. So leave a little bit space for your belt. Okay, fantastic. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.